I like that hoodie. Hey. All right, we are live from the St. Louis Park Recreation Center, St. Louis Park, Minnesota. This is the Holiday Classic. We have the home team, the Shakopee Sabers. They will be playing as the home team in white, facing off against the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. They are the Knights. So, Shakopee Sabers are donning their brand spanking new white jerseys. My goodness. White buckets, white with red. White gloves, red breezer covers, white with red striped socks. These jerseys are legit. We are on the East Rink here, so the viewing angles are what they are. We got 3 rows of bleachers on the side, so not really much ability to get much higher up. So we'll do our very best to try to stick with the camera action. Heading to the net, number 35, Caden Nelson. Starting out in net, backing him up, number 30 on the bench, Nicholas Hewson. Starting at center for the Sabres, number 7, the sophomore, Cole Davis. To his left, number 14, the junior, Cody Sawyer. And to his right, number 29, the big man, junior Nathan Heilman. Benilde carries into the zone. And they'll get a stick lift by Davis. Now a shot off the mask. That should wake up Nelson in net. Starting out on defense for the Sabres, number 15, Fletcher Reinhardt, and number 16, Jackson Tolonen. Sawyer goes into the corner, battling for the puck, and Benilde breaks out. Reinhardt, last man back, puts just enough pressure on the skater to wind him off the puck. Now Reinhardt behind the net battling. Davis digs it out, puts it to the half wall for Sawyer. Sawyer looks up ice, flips it ahead. Will Heilman be able to get to it? He will not. So, 14-12 remaining here in this first period. Sabres will have a face-off down there. Next lineup for the Sabres, it's Krisak, Hurst, Carlson, Radke, and Gaston. That gets touched, so icing is waved off. Krisak gives chase. Carlson waiting for the puck out front. Krisak moves it to Radke. Radke looks for options. Shot! And goes off the goalie's pads and up into the netting. Real low glass here. Quick observation that a lot of these pucks that don't normally escape at the high school level will be popping over that glass. The glass is level all the way around. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, Hurst, Radke, and Gaston. Krisak on the dot. Benilde controls off the point, tries to bring it up the wall. Scoots loose. Gaston picks it up at center ice. Now Carlson disrupts, gets it to Hurst. Hurst gets the puck down low. Carlson chases. Saber forecheck goes to work. Carlson battling behind the net. Scoots it to Hurst. Hurst spins away from pressure. Tries to move it out front for Krisak, but it just gets poked away. And the Red Knights will fire it cross ice. Now picked up by Radke. Radke looks for options. Takes a big hit. Now Gaston picks up the puck. Radke turns up ice, puts it on the tape of Hurst. Hurst looking for a cross ice pass. But instead sends it down while the Sabres get a change. Stretch pass. Misses target. Picked up by the Knights. Poke checked away by Tolvanen. Loose puck in front. Tolvanen did a great job of tying up the man in front. Now up to the point, but slips out to center ice. And Benilde will regroup with pressure from Dornbos. Now it's Dornbos, Yzerman, Davis, Reinhardt, and Tolvanen. Reinhardt into the corner. They scoop it around to the top of the zone for Dornbos, but it comes out to Tolvanen. Tolvanen knocks it down. Red Knights working from behind the net. Puck stuck in the corner. Tolvanen, Davis, and Reinhardt all in the area battling for it. Sorry, that was Dornbos, not Tolvanen. Here's Davis picking up the puck. Skates it out of the zone, skates it through the red line, skates it into the zone. Davis keeping control as he's flying down the ice. Now, Yzerman and Davis working from behind the net. Now it's Hensley and Reinhardt back on D. Reinhardt with pressure on. Skates the puck out of harm's way, cross ice pass onto the tape of Dornbos. Dornbos tries to move it cross ice, but Yzerman was heading off for a change. Now Benilde back the other way. Hensley last man back. Hensley kicks the puck wide. Hensley, Krisak, Sawyer. Sawyer swats it to center ice. Now Heilman into the zone. Heilman looks for options, slides it across the crease, comes out for Radke at the point. Radke tries to evade one. Gets poke checked. Now Radke with the puck at center ice. Holds onto it. Moves, slides it over to Hensley. Heilman steals the puck at the top of the zone. Puts it back down low. Krisak, Heilman, and Sawyer out for the Sabres. Comes across to Krisak. Krisak with all sorts of time. Just misses Sawyer as he was crashing. Radke collects the puck. He evades one, evades two, but not the third. Gets it over to Krisak. They move it back to Heilman. Heilman to Radke. Radke taps it ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer puts it into the zone. Onto the tape of Krisak. Krisak diving in. And it's a goal. What a play. What a play. So that'll go Radke, Sawyer, Krisak. And Krisak did they'll work on that one as he picked the puck up through traffic, went forehand, backhand, and put that one in the back of the net. Sabres lead 1-0 with 10:25 remaining in the first. What a goal by Colton Krisak. Now it's Davis, Carlson, Hurst, Tolanen, and Reinhart. Tolanen on the puck, scoots it over to Davis. Davis lays it off the glass, up to the top of the zone, and out. Now Carlson, battling for it. Puck scoots loose onto the tape of Reinhart. Reinhart in the corner, gets it ahead for Carlson, who gets it to the top of the zone for Davis. Davis moves the puck down the ice, gets it into the zone, puts on the brakes, slides it cross ice to Gaston. Gaston over to Reinhart. Reinhart stretch pass, was trying to hit Hurst, but it got intercepted at center ice. Shot through traffic into the glove of Nelson. He laid it down for Gaston. Gaston, who slides it ahead for Carlson. Carlson puts it to Davis. Davis walking in all alone. Here comes Cole Davis, forehand, backhand. Good save there by Benilde. And that scoots all the way down the ice. The arm is up, and that goes wide of the net. So we get icing at 9:20. 9:20 remaining in the first period. Sabres lead 1-0 on a goal by Colton Krisak with 10:25 remaining. Next up, Krisak, Dornbos, Yzerman, Gaston, and Hensley. Krisak on the draw. Red Knights move the puck back below the red line. Now, Red Knights in. They'll go high, and that goes up into the netting. We get a whistle at 9:05. Sabres will have a defensive zone draw to the left of Nelson. Nope, they're going to move it to the right. Now we've got Carlson taking the draw. Shot through traffic. Blocked by Radke, up to Carlson. Carlson gets it ahead to Heilman. Heilman into the zone. Heilman will shoot, and it is held. Nice job by the Benilde goalie to take an awkward shot up high and still be able to grab it, and no rebound offered because the Sabres are crashing the net. So it's Carlson, Sawyer, Heilman, Radke, and Reinhart. Carlson on the draw. Benilde controls into the corner. They'll wrap it around the boards, and it does come out of the zone. Now Sawyer, anticipating the pass, breaks it up at center ice. Shot in on Nelson, and he'll hold that. Same five out for the Sabres. Carlson centering this line with Heilman and Sawyer, Radke, and Reinhart. Heilman moves it to Sawyer. Sawyer will just put on the jets, and his shot just sails wide, comes out of the point for Reinhart. Now Sawyer controls. He'll shoot again, low and hard. That gets deflected, and it goes up and over the low glass. Someone will have to throw that one back in play. 8:16 remaining. Sabres will have an offensive zone draw. Now it is Davis, Dornbos, Hurst, Reinhart, and Radke. Out to Reinhart. Reinhart slides it across. Davis, last man back. Moves it up ahead for Hurst. Hurst puts it close to the net. Dornbos blocks that pass. Now Hurst into the corner. Davis battling for it. Out of the corner, out front for Hurst. Hurst tries to flip it into the blue paint. Now Dornbos in the corner. Gets it down to Davis. Davis slides it back to Reinhart. Reinhart through traffic. Loose puck collected by Hurst. Hurst gets tied up. Comes out to Radke. Radke slides one just past the net. was trying to hit Hurst as he was crashing the net. Now Dornbos behind the net. That one hops all sticks, and they are waving off icing, so Radke collects. Radke looks up ice. Loses the puck. Now Gaston picks it up. Gaston with Carlson and Iserman with him. Gaston turns the corner, puts it out front. Carlson was on the doorstep. Comes around to the half wall for Hensley. Hensley puts it back down low where Iserman is waiting for it. Iserman lets it pass down to Carlson. Carlson right back down to Iserman. Iserman from behind the net. Now Carlson on to help. Carlson takes a bump. Krisak holds the puck in the zone. Nice job by Trevor Iserman to back check, get a stick in the lane, broke up the Benilde rush. Hensley behind the net, gets cleanly over to Krisak. Krisak slides that head for Carlson. Carlson moves it across the ice where it's picked up by Hensley. Hensley slides it head back to Carlson. Carlson gets it in deep while he heads off for a change. And Krisak got bumped into the net. So 5:43 remaining. Sabres will have an offensive zone draw. Next five up for the Sabres, it's Davis, Heilman, Sawyer, Radke, and Reinhardt. Knights escape easily. Puck in behind the net, onto the tape of Reinhardt. Heilman lays it high off the glass, but it comes to Radke. Radke puts it into the skates. And I think we got offsides on the Knights. That is indeed the case. 5:21 remaining. Neutral zone draw. Will be taken by Cole Davis with Heilman, Sawyer, Radke, and Reinhardt. Knights flinging around the boards. Nelson kills the puck behind the net. Picked up by Reinhardt. Reinhardt back to Radke. Radke puts it out front for Davis. Cheeky play, but it worked. Heilman bumped off his feet. Reinhardt slides it over to Radke. Radke onto the tape of Davis. Comes out to neutral ice. Sabres in the middle of a change. Almost got caught, but Reinhardt slides over. Now Davis and Reinhardt battling behind the net. And Sabres send all the way down. No icing, so Sabres will get a chance to change. And they change all five. So it's Krisak, Hurst, Dornbos, Hensley, and Gaston. Back check by Dornbos. Gets it to Gaston, who slides it in for Krisak. Krisak with the game's first goal. Chops some salad on his way towards the net before getting poke checked. Now Dornbos. No look pass. Maybe he should have looked because that went right off the feet of Gaston. Gaston moves it ahead for Hurst. Stretch pass, misses all targets, so that'll go as an icing. So Sabres will have an offensive zone draw with 3:35 remaining in the first and a one-goal lead. Next five up for the Sabres. This will be Carlson, Iserman, Sawyer, Gaston, and Hensley. Carlson to take the draw. Knights control back behind the net. Carlson to it. Poke check by Hensley at center ice. Separates player from puck. Now Iserman lays it high off the glass to the top of the zone, but not out. Knights get the puck in low. Picked up by Gaston in the corner. Now Hensley picks it up. Up to Iserman. Iserman tries to tap it ahead, but finally gets it ahead to Sawyer. Now Sawyer ahead to Carlson. Carlson into the zone, puts on the brakes, spins, leaves it for Iserman. Now the Knights in transition, 2v2 hockey. Reinhardt and Radke back. Reinhardt picks up the puck. Here comes Fletcher Reinhardt, walking in himself. Forehand, backhand. Just couldn't quite get a last stick tap on it as he had the goalie beat. That one slides in on Nelson as Radke was trying to clear. 2:23 remaining. Sabres with a 1-goal lead. Shots are reading right now 6 for the Red Knights and 5 for the Sabres. Now it'll be Davis, Heilman, Hurst, Radke, and Reinhardt. Picked up by Heilman. Heilman walks out of the zone. Gets the puck deep into the far zone. Hurst with a big body. Look, puck comes out front. Picked up by Hurst. Hurst moves it back towards the net for Davis. Davis spins away from pressure. Moves it out to the point for Reinhardt. Reinhardt puts it into the far corner. Now out to center ice. Radke puts it into the chest of Hurst, and it bounces back towards him. Hurst gets it to center ice. Red Knights will have to tag up. Picked up by Reinhardt. Reinhardt evades one. Carries into the zone. Forehand, backhand. Reinhardt looking for a white sweater out front. And now Carlson, last man back. And he'll pick it back up and carry right back into the zone. Here comes Gavin Carlson. Carlson gets his centering pass deflected high. Davis behind the net. Davis and Carlson working from behind the net. Red Knights try to escape out the near side, but Sawyer's there to thwart that. Now Davis on the puck. Moves it out to the point for Gaston. Gaston walks towards the net, shoots low and hard. Everyone was tied up out front. Sawyer tries to get to Hensley at the point, but Gaston will have to get on his horse to win this foot race. Red Knights get poke checked right onto the tape of Sawyer. He rolls it into the zone. Benilde will get to it first, and they'll try a stretch pass. It will succeed in getting the puck low. 31 seconds remaining. Radke, backhand pass up to Heilman. Heilman spins it cross ice for Dornbos. Dornbos tried to move it into the center. Now arm is in the air. Sabres get a touch. 15 seconds remaining, and we're going to get an interference call on Reinhardt as he was tied up with a Knight forward. So Reinhardt has the box 2-minute minor for interference. Sabres begin the penalty kill with 15 seconds left in the first period and a 1-goal lead. Krisak on the draw. That shot saved by Nelson. Comes out wide, out to the point. Shot through traffic. Nelson gets a chest pad on it and then gets cleared off the line and wide. So Sabres end the first period with a 1-goal advantage. Not quite sure yet of the pace of how they're going to do the resurfacing on these shifts, but looks like the Sabres are heading back to the locker room. And the Zamboni door is open, so we'll take a break, step away while they resurface the ice, and be back for the second period in about 13 minutes and 18 seconds. All right, back for the second period. Sabres retake the ice. And as we're counting heads here, Sabres are down a skater. First period from the Sabres, the big man, number 16, Jackson Tolonen, has got his shoulder wrapped up with an ice pack on it, so he looks like he's done for the night. So Sabres down a key defenseman here. But the Sabres are carrying a 1-goal lead into the third period. Shots on goal in the first period were 5 for the Sabres, and the 1 goal by Krisak, and 8 saves for Caden Nelson in net. Sabres also have a minute 46 of a penalty kill on the interference call. Well, it looks like it's 29 Heilman. I think we had originally thought it was 15 Reinhardt, but it was Heilman who drew the interference penalty. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Cage doors are closed. Let's play hockey. Sawyer, Davis, Radke, and Reinhardt. Radke moves it ahead for Sawyer. Sawyer slides it back to Reinhardt. Sabres content to play keep away while they kill off this penalty. Davis on the puck into the corner, moves it out. Try to get it out to Radke, but now the Knights into the zone. They lose an edge. Careful. Ice is slippery. Now Davis the other way. Cole Davis loses an edge. Knights into the zone. They try to go short side on Nelson. The rebound rolls in on Nelson. 13:59 remaining. 45 in the second period. 45 seconds left in the penalty kill. Sabres will change up all 4. So now it's Krisak, Carlson, Gaston, and Hensley. Hensley traps it ahead to Krisak. Through traffic, kicked away by Nelson. Nelson sees that one, that goes off his glove. Carlson into the corner. Carlson and Hensley working in the corner. Nice stick work there by Gaston. Gaston fakes one way, goes the other, lays it high off the glass, and it does come out to center ice. Red Knights will have to tag up. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. They wave off icing. Heilman comes out of the box, gets to it first, but gets poke checked. Now comes out to center ice. Gaston slides it over to Hensley. Hensley ahead to Davis. Davis into the zone. Moves it over for Gaston. Gaston gets it down low for Heilman. Heilman feeds it towards the front. Radke leaves it for Davis. Davis evades one. Evades 2. Spins out to the point. Picked up by Radke. Radke will shoot through traffic. Heilman on the doorstep. Sawyer feeds it back out to Reinhardt at the point. Reinhardt back to Sawyer. Sawyer shot through traffic. Goal! I think that got ramped off the stick of Heilman. It should be. It is. Nope. Went off a defensive stick because Sawyer's the one going through the line. So that'll go goal, Cody Sawyer. Assist, 15, Fletcher Reinhardt. And the Sabres lead 2-0 with 10:29 remaining. So good start to the second period here for the Sabres. They killed off the minor penalty for interference from Heilman, and now they've gone up another goal as they got back to even strength. Loose puck in front. Hurst tries to go forehand, backhand. Out to the point. Reinhardt steps, pinches, hops his stick. Krisak separates player from puck. Radke wraps it around the boards. Out to the top of the zone, but not out. They try to go short side. Hurst gets it to the top of the zone. It slides in on Nelson, and he reaches across and puts a glove on it. 11:56 remaining. Next 5 out for the Sabres. It's Davis, Dornbos, Hensley, Gaston, and Carlson. Davis on the draw, wins it cleanly back to Gaston. Gaston lays it off the glass. Picked up by Davis. Davis knifes his way into the zone, chops some salad, puts a backhand shot towards the net, hits the outside of the netting. Davis collects his own rebound, gets it out to Gaston at the point. Gaston looks at options, gets it to Hensley. Hensley slides it ahead to Carlson. Carlson looking for options. Keeps the puck on his stick. Tries to move to the center of the crease. Dornbos from in close. That shot gets saved. Carlson bodies a red sweater off the puck, puts it in deep for Davis. Davis picks it up to the point for Gaston. Gaston to Hensley. Hensley to Gaston. Gaston into the corner. Below the net, Carlson leaves it for Heilman. They'll send it out. Gaston chases the puck down. Icing waved off. Gaston loses an edge, but gets the puck at least out to neutral ice, where Davis feeds it ahead for Carlson. Carlson puts the puck down low before he heads off for a change. Now, Radke and Reinhardt back. Krisak controls the puck. Benilde sends it down. I don't know why. Not sure why icing got waved off on that, but it did. Heilman puts ahead for Krisak. Krisak picks it up, gets poke checked into the zone, and Krisak entered the zone without the puck. And the puck slid in after him, so that's offsides on the Sabres. Neutral zone draw. Krisak, Sawyer, Heilman, Radke, Reinhardt. Krisak on the draw. Ties it up. Picked up by Radke, flipped into the zone. Chases his own rebound down behind the net. Puck comes loose for Krisak. Krisak leaves it back for Reinhardt. Reinhardt slaps it back down for Krisak. Top of the zone, does pop out. Sabres need to tag up. Picked up by Krisak. Krisak heads for open ice. Holds on to the puck, shoot. That just went high. And Heilman gets bumped behind the net. Radke bodies red sweater off the puck, wraps it around for Reinhardt. Krisak picks up speed. Sabres try to get a cross ice pass, but miss targets. Send it all the way down, icing on the Sabres. 9:12 remaining. Sabres with a 2-goal lead. First period goal by Krisak, second period goal by Sawyer. Now it's Davis, Yzerman, Hurst, Hensley, and Gaston. Nice job by Nelson to track that shot all the way in as there were bodies in front. We'll reset, same 5 for the Sabres. Davis on the draw. Benilde controls. There's Gaston. Davis has to make Nelson has to make a save as the puck was rolling in on him. Icing is waved off. Benilde chases. Yzerman after it. Stretch pass. Hensley drags down a red sweater at center ice, and Hensley will head to the box. So 8:31 remaining here in the second period. Sabres with a 2-goal lead are going on the penalty kill. Penalty killers out for the Sabres. It's Sawyer, Heilman up front, Reinhart, and Radke. Heilman to take the draw. Benilde controls out to the top of the zone. Shot through traffic. Slings wide. Radke into the corner. Radke battles, wins it. Sends it all the way down. Here comes Nathan Heilman walking in. Heilman faked the shot. We'll say he faked the shot. And then took another one. And it was a big reflex save. Minute 35 remaining in the Sabre penalty kill. Sawyer to take the draw. Wins it cleanly back to Radke. Radke moves it to Reinhart. Sabres are killing clock. Reinhart backpedals. Flips it. Picked up at center ice by Benilde. Inside out shot goes wide. Comes loose to Sawyer. Sawyer sends it to the top of the zone but not out. Now Benilde back the other way. Benilde into the zone. To the top of the zone. D to D pass. Radke blocks a shot. Radke blocks another shot. Picked up by Heilman. Heilman tries to lift it deep, but it goes off the mask. And now it's picked up by Radke. Radke picks up speed, walks into the zone. Radke, forehand backhand. Put it on the tape of Carlson. But Sabres couldn't quite convert on this shorthanded opportunity. .15 seconds left in the Sabre penalty kill. Puck to the half wall. Now out to the top of the point. Radke blocks a shot. We'll send it all the way down. And I think the Sabres got away with an icing there as the penalty had expired. Krisak holds the puck in the zone. Gets it down low. The Dornbos is the first one to it. Cross ice pass from the Red Knights. Misses all targets. 6:05 remaining. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, and the Sabres have an offensive zone draw. Next line out for the Sabres. This will be Davis, Hurst, Sawyer, Gaston, and Hensley. Cole Davis will take the draw. And the Red Knights send it all the way down. Arm is up, and we get another icing. That took about 8 seconds. And we'll do it again. Cole Davis on the faceoff, wins it. Hensley. Shot through traffic. Bounces out to Gaston. Gaston puts it towards net. Plays pinball on the way in, and the Red Knights come out with it. Gaston last man back. Now they leave it for Davis. Davis holds onto it. Just gets poke checked at the last minute. Top of the zone, Hensley. Puck into the zone, and they're saying it's not offsides. Gaston tries to kiss it off the boards. And now gloves it ahead to himself. Gaston to the half wall. Does finally get the puck all the way in deep. Davis chasing. Heilman there to meet the puck as it wrapped around the boards. Rolls back into the other corner where Yzerman chases it. Now Reinhart and Radke are back. They walk around. Reinhart, good save by Nelson. Picked up by Heilman. Heilman, cross ice. Tries to kiss it off the boards. but sends it all the way down. 4:42 remaining. And the Sabres will have a defensive zone draw to the left of Caden Nelson. 13 shots on goal so far, 13 saved for Nelson. Krisak, Geiserman, Heilman. They wrap it around the boards for Heilman. Reinhardt to it first. Moves it ahead for Heilman, but he overskates the puck, leaves it for Radke. Radke gets tangled up, but it comes back for Reinhardt. Reinhardt kicks it into the zone. Chases down low. Handles the stick and the puck with one hand, and with the other hand, handles the rest of the Red Knights. Radke's attempt to put the puck in deep went off Geiserman, so the Sabres are off sides. They'll take this face off at center ice. That's where the pass came from. It's Davis, Carlson, Dornbos, Reinhardt, and Radke. Scoots loose. Radke collects, looks for options, floats it to center ice. Benilde goes around the outside. Sabres are chasing the puck, and they went low glove side on Nelson. And they've made this a one-goal game with 3:35 remaining. Now it's Davis, Carlson, Dornbos, Gaston, and Hensley. Gaston gets it to center ice. Dornbos swats it to the middle. Now Dornbos picks it up, gets it ahead for Carlson. Carlson walking in. Shot whizzes wide. Gaston hustles over to hold the puck in the zone. Now Davis has to get it in deep while Carlson comes on the forecheck. Puck rolling towards the crease. Dornbos picks it up, walks it towards the middle. Shot just sails high. Davis, super smart hockey player right there. Hensley swatted the puck. Davis could have played it, but waited for Benilde to touch it. Now Gaston in a foot race chasing the puck back. And arm is in the air. They're probably going to get Gaston on a hook. Delayed penalty. So 2:22 remaining. Gaston, who was chasing the skater down, will head to the plexiglass prison for a 2-minute minor for hooking. So, Sabre penalty kill unit. It's Heilman, Sawyer, Radke, and Reinhardt. Heilman on the draw. Wins it over to Reinhardt in his skates. The Knights collect out to the top of the zone. Heilman swats it all the way down. There's about 12 or 13 seconds between the end of the period and the end of the Sabres power play, or penalty kill, that is. Benilde shot through traffic. Nelson sees it all the way in and holds it. 1:36 remaining. Call it 22-second difference between the game clock and the penalty clock. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, Radke, Reinhardt. Krisak ready to take the draw with Reinhardt behind him. Benilde controls, but it scoots out to center ice. They'll have to tag up. Puck rolled behind the net. Nelson to it first. Radke into the corner. They float one to the back door, but nice job by Gavin Carlson to break that up. And then Reinhardt sends it all the way down. Or maybe that was Krisak. Krisak touches it on the way out of the zone. Benilde into the zone, scooped up by Radke. Radke puts it back out to center ice. Benilde will have to tag up as the Sabres get reset. Benilde into the zone from the far side. Shot onto the tape of Radke. They'll move it out to the point. Switch sides. Puck grabbed by Radke. He's got to watch the clock, and he does. He gets it to Krisak. Krisak gains the red line. Now the Sabres back to full strength. They feed it ahead for Sawyer. Sawyer who deflected it. And then Carlson had a close-in chance. 10 seconds left in the period. Out front, Krisak. Sawyer out front. And that'll do it for the second period. Sabres lead 2-1. We'll be back. Looks like once again, indeed, yes, the Zamboni door is open. Just checking to see whether or not the players are going to head to the locker room. And looks like the answer is yes. So we will take a break while they resurface the ice and be back with you in about 14 minutes and 8 seconds. All right, Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights back onto the ice. Followed closely by the Shakopee Sabers. Caden Nelson heads back to the net. These new white and red uniforms from the Sabers. All white, all red with a little bit of a pinstripe of black going down the outside of the breezer covers. Actually, those aren't breezer covers, those are breezers. So we've got 2-1 Sabers. Shots, can't quite tell from this angle. Let's try the other scoreboard. Shots are 15-10 in favor of the Red Knights, but Sabres carrying a 1-goal advantage into this third period. Sabres still missing number 16 Tolanen from the lineup. Also missing from the lineup 17 Dylan Schmitz. And number 5 Carter Nelson not in the lineup. Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Radke, Reinhardt. Radke slides it to Reinhardt. Sabres get the puck in deep. Davis chases. They get it over to Heilman. Heilman, shot, kicked wide. Davis spins away from pressure. Flips it to Heilman. Heilman with a one-timer. Kicked into the corner, picked up by Heilman. Davis taps it along for Sawyer. Sawyer taps it out for Reinhardt. Reinhardt back to Sawyer. Sawyer slides it over to Radke. Radke will shoot. Davis was in front, tried to get a redirect on it. Sabres will change up the front three. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, Hurst, Radke, and Reinhardt. Krisak on the dot. Wins it cleanly back to Radke. Radke puts it into the far corner. Carlson picks it up, makes a move towards the net. Broken up by Reinhardt. Hurst moves it down the boards, but it's picked back into the zone, kicked aside by Nelson. Radke slides it ahead to Carlson. Carlson carries into the zone, lifts it for Hurst. Hurst on his backhand, tries to put it up onto the forehand of Krisak. Sabres were able to change out their defenseman. Now get Hensley on the puck. Changes directions. Puts it ahead for Carlson. Carlson with the puck in his skates, never left the zone. Hensley has to step in, swats it ahead. Picked up by Krisak. Krisak goes around one man. Forehand, backhand! Benilde sends it down, and that'll likely be icing. Arm is up, and it is. Oh, my goodness. Krisak's going to want that one back. The puck just hopped his stick at the most inopportune moment. Now it's Davis, Dornbos, Iserman, Hensley, and Gaston. Davis tries to poke it through the legs. Into the corner goes Davis. Now Dornbos. Rolling puck on Hensley. Hops over his stick. Hensley tried to get it over to Gaston, but they missed each other. Davis chasing. Nice job by Cole Davis. That puck rolled on the net, but is ultimately collected by Davis. Davis gains the red line, gains the blue line. Shutter shake, spins, lofts it, but it doesn't quite stay in the zone. Radke puts it back down. As Benilde picks up speed, comes all the way down. Now Yzerman gets the puck out to center ice. Into the skates of Radke. Radke lays it off the boards, but not out of the zone. Shot blocked by Radke. Reinhardt heads to Sawyer. Sawyer, as Heilman is with him, tiptoeing across the line. Heilman gets it in deep. It's Carlson, Sawyer, Heilman, Reinhardt, and Radke. Reinhardt puts it towards the net. Reinhardt and Radke are back. Reinhardt poke checks, and they whistled off sides, but I don't know that the puck ever actually came back into the zone. Now it's Carlson, Sawyer, Heilman, Gaston, and Hensley. Carlson will take the draw. Benilde controls. They put it down deep, wraps it around the boards. Picked up by Benilde. They'll shoot from a sharp angle. Nice rebound direction there by Nelson. Rather than putting that one out front, he tips it back into the corner. Wrapped around the boards into the corner. Goes Hensley. Now Carlson picks it up behind the net. Carlson moves it back to Gaston. Gaston plays it off the glass, but it awkwardly hops over the top of this low glass and out of play. Sabres will have a defensive zone draw. Next 5 up for the Sabres. It's Krisak, Yzerman, Hurst, Radke, and Reinhardt. Krisak on the draw, wins it to Reinhardt. Comes across for Hurst. Hurst looking for options. Flips it ahead to center ice. Knights control into the zone. And now back out to center ice as they have to tag up. Hurst giving pressure. Now Yzerman pressuring. Radke flips it ahead. Arm is in the air. Icing on the Sabres. 10:44 remaining. Davis to take the draw. He's got Dornbos. Shot in on Nelson. Quickly grabs it. So it's Davis, Dornbos, Carlson, Radke, and Reinhardt. They win it. Shot in. Right to gloves, to the high glove. And Nelson swats it out of the air. Reset, same 5. Dornbos pressures. They work it to the center. Left the man open. And we have a tie game, 2-2. Two-two game. Sabres check on their goalie Nelson and get reset for the draw. Krisak, Sawyer, Heilman, Gaston, Hensley. Krisak. Benilde controls the draw. Sawyer puts the puck in deep. Heilman chases. Comes around the boards for Sawyer, who gets it back to Gaston. Gaston puts it down low. Collects, but out to center ice now. Or Hensley's the first one to it. Hensley in a foot race. Out to the point. Put down low. Kick save by Nelson. Sawyer moves it ahead for Heilman. Heilman with a couple crossovers, then gets his stick lifted. Out to the point for Reinhardt. Reinhardt Wraps it around the boards, comes up for Radke. Radke collects, moves it out front. .9:31 remaining. Now it's Davis, Hurst, Carlson, Radke, and Reinhardt. Davis on the draw, controlled by Benilde. They escape. They roll one in on Nelson, and he holds on. Davis, Carlson, Hurst, Reinhardt, Radke. Same five, and the Knights will change things up. Davis wins the draw. Benilde leads 3-2 as they are fleet of foot to grab the puck from behind the net as Nelson was playing the puck. So 8:45 remaining. Sabers will need to come from behind here. Krisak, Sawyer, Yzerman, Radke, Reinhardt. Shot in on Nelson, popped up high, and we got a high stick play. So that will bring the face-off into the Sabres offensive zone. Well, I don't know why the clock is still running. But it was. Krisak, Sawyer, Yzerman, Radke, Reinhardt. Comes up loose to Reinhardt. Reinhardt tries to get the puck in deep, but it catches a red sweater on the way in. So now they're in transition. They walk towards the net. I am really confused at what this clock operator is doing. 8:26 left. Sabres need to regain some momentum here as they've given up 2 goals in this third period. Davis gets it to Hensley. Hensley rings it around the boards, kept in by the Knights. Now here's Carlson. Carlson gains the red line, gets the puck into the zone. Stood up, out for Gaston. Puck down low. Back out to Gaston. Gaston uses the glass, rings it around, out to the top of the point. Davis picks up the puck, carries into the zone, spins away from pressure. Gaston to it first. And now no icing on that. Hensley to Gaston, off the skates of Heilman, onto the streaking Davis, who's got Carlson with him. Puck gets deflected wide, picked up by Heilman. Heilman shoots through traffic, blocked once. Shot goes high, out to the top of the zone. Radke puts it on net. Scramble for the puck. Puck is loose, Carlson grabs it. Spins it for Davis. Davis tries to loft it. Now Heilman in front of the net. Heilman shoots, but overcorrected, and that shot goes wide. Comes over to Reinhardt. Out to center ice. Radke loses an edge. And Nelson has to make a save. 6:46 remaining. Sabers trail by a goal. Krisak, Sawyer, Dornbos, Radke, Reinhardt, Krisak on the draw. Knights control out to the point. Sawyer looks for options, kisses it off the glass to neutral ice. Now comes back to Radke. That hops his stick. Radke slides it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt over to Sawyer. Sawyer into the zone with Krisak along with him. Sawyer shoots through traffic. Goalie can't find it, but realizes it's caught in his pads. 6:23 remaining. Next 5. Nope, same 5. Krisak, Dornbos, Sawyer, Radke, Reinhardt. Krisak to take the draw. Wins it to Sawyer. Sawyer shot. Scoots out to the top of the zone for Reinhardt, and he'll put it down low where Krisak collects. Krisak moves it over to Radke. Radke shot through traffic. Sails high. Krisak puts it down low for Dornbos from behind the net. Dornbos and Sawyer behind the net. Sawyer picks up the puck. Lifts it for Reinhardt. Reinhardt puts it down low where Dornbos gets to it first. Reinhardt moves it ahead for Heilman, who taps it to center ice. Now into the zone. Reinhardt puts on the brakes, moves it ahead for Krisak. Krisak stick handles out of the corner. Blue line, red line, blue line. Krisak walking in. Moves it to Sawyer. Sawyer's shot kicked away. Good scoring chance there for the Sabers. They send it up. Red Knights send it all the way down. 4:57 remaining. Quality scoring chance there for the Sabers. The feed out front to Cody Sawyer. And a quality save by the Red Knights goalie. Davis, Carlson, Yzerman, Hensley, Gaston. Davis on the dot. Flipped out to the top of the zone. Hensley redirects it back in, but now into the zone. Moved across the crease. Carlson taps it for Gaston. Gaston leaves it for Davis. Davis puts it ahead for Carlson. Carlson slides it ahead for Gaston. Gaston picks up speed, gains the zone, loses an edge. Now Davis holds it deep. Carlson and Davis working from below the red line. Hensley into the corner. Arm is in the air. Icing waved off. Reinhardt picks it up. Picks up speed. Reinhardt stick handles through the zone. Loses an edge. And the Red Knights are offsides. 3:46 remaining. Now it is Krisak, Sawyer, Heilman, Gaston, and Radke. Krisak takes the draw straight ahead. Benilde enters the zone with control. Gaston grabs the puck. Loose puck in front. Puck is loose in front and finally covered up by Nelson. Three minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Sabers trail by a goal. Too many skaters out for the Sabers. Gaston heads to the bench. Krisak wins it to Radke. Radke tries to slide it across, but gets it intercepted on the way in. Puck is loose. Heilman gets it to Sawyer. Nice job by Sawyer to catch that pass. Sawyer into the zone. Tried to move it over. Heilman back to Sawyer. Now here's Heilman, and he'll shoot into the chest. .306 remaining. Same five. Krisak, Sawyer, Heilman, Reinhardt, Radke. Krisak to take the draw. Wins it to Sawyer. Sawyer puts it towards the net. Krisak taps it back towards the blue paint. They tap it ahead. Radke gets to it first. And he'll get poke checked, lose an edge. Now Sawyer collects. Slides it ahead for Krisak. Krisak has Heilman with him. Krisak into the zone. Gets bodied off the puck. At the top of the zone. Comes out, picked up by Heilman. Heilman. Now Reinhardt in the corner with the referee around him. Radke collects the puck. Moves it ahead for Carlson. Carlson with Radke with him. Moves it back for Radke. Radke from behind the net. Gets it over to Hurst. Hurst into the corner for Davis. Minute 52 remaining. Out to the point for Reinhardt. Reinhardt puts it down low. I think the Sabres have 6 skaters. They do. They have pulled their goalie. Sabres have to wait. Now Radke carries into the zone. Shoots through traffic. Gets tipped by Carlson. Shot and held. So empty net now for the Sabres with a minute 18 remaining. Extra skater out for the Sabres, and the Sabres are calling for a timeout. They'll get a breather and talk about what they're going to do with their extra skater. Sabres chatting and get over. Sabres coaches Bubba Kubish and Jordan Roller giving instructions to the Sabres while they get a breath. All right. Sabres head out with Davis, Krisak, Heilman, Sawyer, Radke, and Reinhardt. Davis on the draw, wins it cleanly back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Sawyer. A little two-man hockey gets broken up. Here's Sawyer. Sawyer knifes into the zone. He's got Davis with him. Davis puts a shot on net. He'll fling that one all the way down. And it's in. Empty net goal by Benilde. 58 seconds remaining. Sabres trail by 2 with less than a minute. Now it's Davis, Krisak, Sawyer, Hensley, and Gaston. Knights control the draw. Hensley looks up ice. Bodied off the puck. Now Gaston to it. Lays it off the glass. Controlled by Benilde. But Sawyer gets a stick on it. Sawyer gets over to Krisak. Krisak from behind the net. Moves it to Hensley. Hensley kicks it. Loose. And we get a whistle. $18 seconds remaining. And I think the ref's calling a roughing, coincidental minor roughing calls on 6 white. And looks like I'm going to go with 23 or 33. Yep, 23 red. Hurst, Dornbos, Yzerman, Hensley, Gaston. Hurst from behind the net. Dornbos from behind the net. Comes around for Hensley. Hensley spins and stick handles to the end of the game. So Sabers dropped their second game in a row. Sabres are back in action tomorrow night as they will play probably on this same sheet of ice against Champlain Park in the second game of the Holiday Classic. And we'll be back tomorrow night.